Well, we have to open SugarSync, but notice down here on the bottom right, this is called the system tray, which shows you programs that are always running on your computer. You should have SugarSync down here as an icon. If sometimes this will get put into this area, this little arrow shows other hidden items that are in your system tray. So if you don't see SugarSync down here, then you have to click on the little arrow and then you have to find SugarSync and you can drag it down here so it always shows up here for you. And the reason
the SugarSync icon?
that's the SugarSync icon. You always want that because it tells you what's going on. Like right now, it is actually still downloading Secure Operating Manual.
Okay.
So if I double click on it, then that opens the SugarSync main interface.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll notice that up at the top left are 3 little lines. So that's now a universal symbol in computers. You'll see it everywhere.
Yeah.
It's either 3 lines or a little gear, but it's the universal symbols. It works with everything, Facebook, Outlook, whatever it is. So that would take me to the menu for SugarSync, all the other options that are hidden. Now, under here you can see I can go to Preferences, and I want to make sure that that's checked, so everybody take note of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see SugarSync on my taskbar here,
It's not
actually.
on mine either.
Okay, so then it's in the little, so it's not on Clayton's, so that means you have to go to that little arrow, and you'll see SugarSync in there.
No, it's not in the arrow either.
Oh, there's your SugarSync, it's right there. It's a little bird.
Oh, right.
It looks different when it's not synchronizing. It's a green bird.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because it's
Okay.
on the left there, too.
So double click on your green bird, or
Yeah,
the
it's
little,
orange if it's synchronizing.
yeah, that's right, it's orange if it's synchronizing.
Okay.
So again, you would just double click here, then you would go up to the little toolbar, and then you would go to Preferences, and then you would want to make sure Start SugarSync when my computer starts. Don't ask me why, but sometimes, half the time, that's not checked.
Is Yoshi's computer set up like that?
I don't know, we're going to have to make note of that if you
Okay.
want to make note.
Well, it's on these notes.
Notice you can also change your device name down here.
Yeah, I have a question about Jen. Isn't that Jennifer's main computer, or is that just her backup?
We're on the backup right now.
Okay, all right.
Jennifer just brought in her main computer.
And I know I don't have
Okay.
it down there.
Because when it comes to wiping, we want to make sure we're really clear about that name, so that if somebody loses a computer
Yes.
or gets stolen or whatever happens, that we know which one to wipe
So
off.
that was under,
And what we're wiping off, the only thing we're wiping is these downloaded files, these synchronizing files.
That's right. That's right. Now, if I go to Devices, notice on the left, if I go to Devices here, now it's only showing it's only showing this computer. I'm not sure, Jen, why it's not showing your computer here. It should be. Because if you go to Devices, it shows you all the computers that you have SugarSync connected to.
Well, this is disconnected right now.
Dan, go up to the menu again.
Sure, the menu up here.
I get him to.
The SugarSync menu.
Yeah, okay, the SugarSync menu.
Go to my account.
Go to your
My
account.
account on
My
SugarSync.
account.
Oh, okay, yeah, your account on SugarSync. So that'll take us to the website live.
And that's where I go to look at the devices.
So it's down there.
So if
You
you
can see it says me, Jonathan.
scroll down,
I should give you remote access to this there, Jeff.
It's saying disconnected down on my computer.
Yeah, I don't know if you
You
want to do
just
this
look at
now,
it.
Dan, or...
Oh, okay, we're just looking at Jen's computer, and it says that your SugarSync is disconnected.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Jen's SugarSync on her other computer is not running on startup. So there's the problem.
Yeah, when I downloaded it, nothing went on my, you know,
But you did install it, right? You downloaded it and installed it?
I thought, maybe.
Well, you
It's not coming up here.
uninstalled it and then reinstalled
I
it?
uninstalled it, and then
Okay.
I reinstalled it, and then
So right now we're looking at,
but maybe it didn't go through properly, I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah, it's actually not installed on Jennifer's other computer.
No.
okay, well go ahead and install it then.
Want to do it right now, or you want to just keep going to train? What do you...
Well, I'll let Jen, if you want to go and install it, we're just going to go open your
Yeah.
web browser, and you can just go to sugarsync.com/download.
Yeah, because I did that yesterday.
So we can do that in the meantime. So then, Now, Jeff, where do you see devices here?
So if you scroll down, it says, keep going. It's down near the bottom.
Connected devices, it says manage.
Yeah, that's right.
So if I was to click manage.
I can't see the bottom of the screen for some reason.
Oh, you can't?
Okay, so
Yeah, there
there's
it is.
our
And
gen
that gives you
backup.
your connected, there, I can see it now. So
So-
it just shows there's only one right
So now that we're here, we can see wipe and remove as an option.
now. Yeah.
So Jennifer could wipe and
So you can do
remove.
that with your own computers. Say, for instance, you've got two and they're backed up with each other, and you decide, and you're gonna buy a new computer and retire your old one.
Yes,
You could use this to clear off your own computer.
that's right. So now when Jen installs her main computer, it'll probably say Jane main work laptop, or whatever you want to call it, but something that makes sense. And if this computer gets sold, the backup computer, we would do wipe and remove. Jen would do that. But Jeff should be able to do that with all the accounts because he's an administrator. Is that right?
Yes.
That's my understanding, yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's what I read too, so.
So what's the difference between a wipe and remove and remove?
We're losing Jeff there.
Yeah, it'll probably pick it up again.
Yeah, Jeff, one of us is having internet issues.
I probably got a download going on. That will take up.
FLFE now connected. Skype is a fairly buggy system.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna.
It's one of the buggiest systems, and it surprises me. Oh, you back, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm back now.
We had internet connectivity problems there.
Yeah, not sure which side it was on.
Okay, so our understanding was that Jeff, as an administrator, can wipe and remove any of the computers. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, good.
Yes.
That's what I read. So that
and
makes
what's the
sense.
difference between wipe and remove and remove?
Well, remove means it would remove that account, but the folders would be left on that computer.
Right.
But it gets that person off the list. But it's obviously better to wipe and remove if you're selling the computer. You don't want to leave personal documents on there.
And the wipe is just folders that are shared with the person.
Yeah,
So,
this-
for instance,
yeah.
operating manual.
Yeah, you're not wiping the whole computer. You're just wiping the SugarSync documents.
Yeah, exactly. The ones that are shared, like Secure Operating Manual. So I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. So any other questions about everything now?
Dan, I have a question. So
Yeah. Sure.
This is something I'd just like to make sure it's clear.
Yeah.
So if I have a personal file on my computer
Yes.
that I share with SugarSync,
Yes.
and then Clayton shares a file with me,
Yes.
and we decide to wipe that computer, like from the admin, it's only going to wipe the shared file, isn't it? It's not going to wipe my personal file that I've shared stuff on.
Okay. Well, Clayton for example, has his own shared folders. So you doing a remote wipe wouldn't wipe his. It would wipe the shared folders. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But it's not going to wipe any personal
No,
information that he has shared with.
That's exactly right.
That he's backing up on SugarSync.
Yeah, good question. That's right. It's not going to wipe. It only wipes the shared folders. So
Okay,
because
great.
Clayton and Jen have their own specific picture folders, so nobody would be able to wipe those. It's just the shared ones.
I just want to make sure that was clear.
Yeah, that's important.
So if someone's laptop got stolen, yeah, I guess you can only wipe anything shared, not wipe really what's on their laptop, basically.
That's,
Yeah.
But
that's
you could
right.
you could wipe your laptop if you.
Now Jen can wipe her own. Like Jen has her own shared folders that are synchronized to her computer, and she can wipe hers. But Jeff
Yeah,
can't.
Right.
That's right. You can go online and wipe your own.
Yes,
Wipe your own.
That's right.
Yeah, so you could wipe your own computer if your laptop got stolen.
But it's not going to
Sure.
wipe everything. It's only going to wipe.
Only going to wipe whatever you synchronize, whatever the
Yes.
folders are that you synchronized.
And you could synchronize everything.
You could synchronize everything, except a Windows folder, just like
Yeah, yeah.
now. Now I can go into further things here. This is steps to set up SugarSync. we've already kind of like assumed that we've already gone through these procedures. But one of the things you can do is go to the smartphone and download the app and then log into your SugarSync so that your smartphone can then access secure operating manual. Well, let's say you're on a trip and you only have your tablet or smartphone. Yeah. Now, we went through this a little bit. This step here says choose local folders to sync. So when we're in SugarSync here, if we're up at folders, we can do what we did with the operating manual, and there's one called FLFE Mobile Photos. So that looks like it's for everybody, Jeff?
It will be.
It will be? Okay. So if I right click on that, I can add this to the computer as well. And then I can add this to the computer as well.
Hey Dan, can you reshare with me?
Reshare?
On Skype.
Reshare the screen.
Oh, okay, sure.
Got the plus sign.
Plus.
Yes, there we are. Share screens. Start. Can you see again?
Yes.
Okay, so what we're looking at here is just going back to how to synchronize these folders that Jeff has shared with Jen. So we've only decided to synchronize the operating manual, and you can see based on the orange little circle, it's synchronizing. So I guess the internet's not fast enough here to have done that yet. But certainly we could go ahead and add these to the computer as well. Now remember, it's smart just to add, like Jeff was saying, to the desktop. It just makes it one step easier.